Welcome to part 7 of the Super Mario Galaxy playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can go after the big-ass giant lizard himself, Bowser.
In the sky.
Damn right.
Now I just want a level where you're running around in Bowser's hair fighting his lice that are shaped like Koopa Troopas.
Wait, didn't we already have something like that with Yoshi?
Yeah, but no, those were just Yoshi's pimples shaped like Goombas. I want to fight Bowser's lice shaped like Koopa Troopas.
At the very least, we do get Koopa Road back.
Yeah, actually, even though I didn't grow up with the N64, I still had a bit of a nostalgia boner when I heard this theme return.
I like the Galaxy 2 version's a little bit better, but I still like this rendition enough.
It's so good. It took it so much longer to come back than it really should have.
Yeah, it really should be the definitive Bowser theme.
It really should, because it's such a good song, and I was like amazed that it took them this long to reuse it.
Definitely
Considering how much they
agree.
love to reuse other songs.
I still like the new Super Mario Bros. DS Castle theme better, but that's...
Too fancy. Fancy, too fancy.
You want a speed run, huh? Nope.
Don't just...
Nope.
Once again,
you
too
could
fancy.
have landed on the platform.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
below.
there's level design underneath there, but nope. Black hole.
It just occurs to me, this place, this level has so many black holes around it, and yet it's still intact. How?
How is the matter not just getting imploded into it?
Look at that. There's a black hole. There's a black hole down there, literally 2 inches away from Blue Castle Wall.
No, thanks to Bowser's anti-black hole spray, he covered the level design head to toe with.
Had to get that life back to make up for the 2 you lost so easily.
Yes.
Bowser must have hired, like, stereotypically awesome dwarven architects to build his castle, because, my god, they're durable as fuck.
Who does Bowser's exterior decorating?
Versus Dukakis.
Okay, so if I were Bowser, I would blow up the higher platforms first instead of having this chase scene, because then Mario would never win.
Well, the idea of it is that he doesn't want to, just toss, these things at Mario and win that way. He's got to beat him hand to hand to get all the satisfaction out of it.
Yeah, it's all part of... It was intentional. Part of the big picture.
Now, I can understand Bowser having fire breath, though, but that's like meteor breath. Like, how did he even fit that many inside his head?
Magic.
Yeah, I just picture him swallowing, swallowing stones like a dinosaur would have to help digestive systems, and that's what he's shooting at you.
Bowser's hair and eyebrows in this game are outright hypnotizing.
They are.
L'Oreal, because you're worth it.
He's gorgeous.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I remember this taking you a surprising amount of... Actually, does it take you very long? I don't know.
Love this boss fight theme, though.
Oh! Okay, I'll stop.
But it's a shame, though, because I can't find a really good loop version of this online where it, loops in between the softer orchestral bits and then goes straight into the vocal part.
To be fair, I think it's probably 2 separate sound files in the game, and finding the...
They just overlap them.
Yeah, and they overlap them, and finding, the loop in music already is kind of tough enough as it is, even when it's just one song.
Yeah, I think that's what impresses me most about orchestral music is where did they find a way to loop it so cleanly?
Yeah.
Usually through repeat phrases.
Yeah, but still, even if you're playing the same note, it's not going to sound the same way if you're playing it on a live instrument.
Yeah.
You underestimate the quality of professional orchestra players.
Well, I know it's just the way it is though, because I've been playing music since I was
The flute.
Yeah, I've been playing the flute, but that's still a music.
Give me the triangle.
It's called you know what we called that in high school? The pansy marching band instrument.
You want percussion? That's not even music. That's banging on things.
I carried heavier shit than you did.
Hey, I can do a mean fucking clap.
I can play a mean triangle. Give me a triangle, I'll play through the fire and flames on it.
Ding 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 ding.
I just got the image of Chuggaaconroy just mashing the triangle with this goofy ass fucking grin on his face.
Triangle hero.
Yes.
It's a good thing that Bowser landed on his stomach rather than on his spiky, shell.
Well, as long as we don't get a Cowbell Hero featuring Blue Oyster Cult.
Hey, I'd buy that.
The game has to be narrated by Christopher Walken.
Huh. Okay.
And you don't know what I'm talking about, do you, Lewis?
Nope. Not a clue.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain.
I've got a fever, and it's telling me it needs more cowbell.
Oh!
Speeds... But... Okay. I'm sorry.
You need to watch more Saturday
I think
Night
we all
Live.
just kind of lost ourselves there for a minute. Anyway.
I think I lost my entire thread of thought there, and speech, because I'm suddenly saying the wrong words.
Are green
What?
stars a thing in space? Like green gas stars that actually have solar systems. Are those a thing or not a thing?
I'm not actually sure. I think the spectrum of color runs from red to blue, and then to white.
Yeah, but I don't know if there are any stars that... Hold on, I'm gonna look it
The
up.
dog's trying to answer us.
Yeah, it was like, we have space dogs, though. And to this day, I still don't know how nebulas work.
God
Space dog.
damn it. External mic, why do you pick up so much?
Because it's the external...
Yes, there's
Oh,
still
right, there are red stars... Hold on, there are red stars and blue stars, yellow and white stars. But are there green stars?
Why don't you ask Jeeves?
You know what? I will try that.
There are no green stars according to science. Okay.
According to science says, green stars don't exist.
So fuck you, Galaxy 2.
But are there neon aquamarine stars?
Probably not.
Now, what kind of color is that?
Are there pomegranate stars?
Well, aquamarine I think is sort of a greenish bluish sort of mix-ish.
It's one of those things you get in the massive box of Crayola crayons.
Is there a macaroni and cheese star? How about a laser lemon star?
Hand me the skin color.
If the
Wait.
universe is infinite, then why not?
Wait, laser lemon? That's a thing?
Laser lemon? The cheat. Halt production immediately. Crayola beat us to the punch. Okay, see there, now you guys get a Homestar Runner reference I made.
Well, you said the cheat, and I immediately think of Strong Bad, so yeah.
What is that sound that the web is making when you stretch it?
It's saying, get the fuck off, fat man!
Yeah, I think I asked this in the first take, but I think... Does the sling break if you stretch it for too long?
I don't think it does.
Because it does make some sort of siren-like noise when you hold on.
I think it's just speaking Webbies for get the fuck off of me, fat man.
I don't speak Webbies.
I think it's more that it releases on its own, like if you take too long.
Yeah, probably, maybe.
You coward. You could have launched yourself into the Sling Star field and caught yourself and saved
We all
so
know
much
that he
time.
never takes chances with those
I don't think he knows that the inertia mechanic works within this thing.
Slingpod
In
Galaxy. Best galaxy is grind star bits. And live.
Okay, you gotta let go. There we go.
I always get a bit paranoid when I'm pulling myself on these sling pods. There you go. Because I'm afraid that like I'll hit the mine directly behind the sling pod while I'm trying to line up my shot or something.
And you can do that. So
You gonna go for the one up?
No.
You gonna go for the one?
what does he need the one up for?
Even I don't really go out of my way for one-ups that much in this game because they just take them away every time you stop playing.
Yeah, but seeing how far the counter can get is fun.
99 every time, except when it's crown.
Well, wait, what was the cap in 3D land?
1,110.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
crown.
And then there's like Sonic the Hedgehog 4, which has 999.
Only you would play it long enough to get to 9.
Which is very possible to do in a single playthrough. No, I'm kidding.
It is because of that
From the
goddamn
cards.
The cards.
I
yeah.
had like 220 something at the end of my first playthrough.
Rosalina's library has been opened. You can witness some character development now.
If you so choose, it is not mandatory for you to experience the game, but we will put it here, tucked away in the side, so that you may experience it. Oh!
If you are someone who actually likes story and character motives and backstory.
Yeah. Something that's not jammed down your throat, you could say. That, and it's 100%
Yes.
run, so it's pretty much mandatory.
And Miyamoto still thought this was too much, and he shoved it out of the way for Galaxy 2, which sort of pisses me off. Because Rosalina's way more interesting than fucking Lubba. Hate that asshole.
Barn Patrick.
Well, even if it is too much, there was really no point in having it in Galaxy 2 unless we were developing another character for some reason. I just...
And it's well, Galaxy 2, I don't even know what happens because it's another Star Festival, even though it's only supposed to happen once every 100 years.
It's basically a reboot.
A reboot of one game. Yes.
Yeah, you know, in my headcanon, the timeline... in my headcanon, it's a reboot as a result of the ending of Galaxy 1.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Rebooting
is.
the Galaxy, or something.
That is technically the answer, yeah.
Yeah.
Did Miyamoto confirm that, or?
Miyamoto doesn't do stories.
I guess Pikmin kind of did.
Pikmin 3 I think, had a pretty good story.
Story is too new school. Whenever a game that he develops has a story in it, I just picture him behind the scenes gritting his teeth and letting someone else write it.
Well, hold on, here's the thing. Does Pikmin 3 have a good story, or does it have good characters?
Well, it doesn't really matter. It has good characters. The plot is okay. It doesn't need to have a good plot to have a good story. Okay, I'm getting really semantic-y and
Hold on a second.
nitpicky here.
Repeat that.
Okay, plot is a sequence of events. Like, the plot of Star Wars is Luke leaves his planet and then finds Leia and then blows up the Death Star. Characters are all of the stuff that happens in, like, the development and the dialogue and the stuff, and the story is all of that put together. So you can have a good story without much of a plot, is basically my point here. So I do think that Pikmin 3 and Galaxy do have good stories, even if the plots are relatively simple.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In fact, a lot of the best stories have really simple plots.
You know that Rosalina pretty much lives her life seeing through only one eye?
That is what a Pika bag does to you. It's also what my haircut does to me. God damn it, why did I have to go
Well, no,
with
but see,
Leon's?
but in real life hair, you can see through. That looks pretty fucking solid.
Well, here's the thing: the library cuts out Rosalina's Hot Topic phase, and so. But however, the thing is that even though the black dye grew out, she used so much hair gel that she can't fix her hairstyle into anything else now. So she's kind of stuck that way.
Yeah, it also cuts out that time she experimented with the white-looking star bits, if you catch my drift. Wink, wink. She doesn't like talking about
Ha. Oh god.
This
that.
one.
Through the poison swamp.
These are some really circular islands, I just want to say.
Some of them even overlap, making even some more circular islands.
It's like amoebas.
I'm trying to think of a pun in there somewhere. Fillboard!
It looks less like land formations, like someone took a grass dripper and dripped bits of grass onto the level.
Oh, they were playing SimCity.
Indeed.
You have a grass dropper tool in that?
I think you can terraform to some extent.
Well, in SimCity 4 you can.
You have like there's terraforming even as far back as SimCity 2000 you can alter the land.
In SimCity 4 it was the most free though, because like you could kind of just have like a free terraform mode at the beginning of a game.
SimCity 2000 being the one that's better than the current version and for a fraction of the price.
The thing about SimCity 5 is I think it has some legit good ideas. It's just that it's hampered by other things.
Like
And
the always online.
Always online.
Well, I mean, like, okay, going back to it, like, in all honesty, I understand that the always online thing is really terrible for a lot of people, but for me personally, it doesn't really hurt me that much, though. But the thing that I'm going to say about it is that I actually did go back to try to play it again the other day. That game has been out for like 7 months, and I'm amazed that it's been this long and they still haven't added bigger maps to the game.
Well, is it a financial success at this point in time?
It sold 1 million copies in its first week. I'd assume it was a financial success. It wasn't a
Well, it depends.
critical
Well,
success.
a million copies in its first week is only a financial success if that's more than that got more money than what it cost to make the game, because Tomb Raider, the new rebooty one, sold 3 million copies in its first month, and that was considered a failure by Square Enix. So
Which is ridiculous, yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's only ridiculous because that they needed like 5 or 6 million.
They also said it was unacceptable that it sold better in Europe than here, when Tomb Raider has always been bigger in Europe.
So, yeah, it's just I mean I can't imagine a SimCity game. Well, actually, you know what? It might cost more because they have to run servers all the time because of the always online stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I just find it amazing that it's been out this long, and, like, bigger maps, aside from the always online DRM, that was, like, the single biggest thing next to that they were people were wanting in the game, like, wanting, you know, changed. Because the maps are too small, and, like, people think that it's really annoying, though, because they keep adding more buildings and more city specializations and more things that you can put into your cities. And it just, like, even with the starting amount of buildings, there just wasn't enough room to do everything you wanted to do. Like, you had to, like, be a really, really fancy player if you wanted to fit everything into one map, and a lot of people didn't like that, and it's just that I'm amazed that 7 months later they still haven't added bigger maps into the game.
well, the engine might not be optimized to run a map that big.
I hate to say it though, but I actually I got to experience the game. I didn't get to play it though. They had people on stage playing it at E3 when the game shortly after the game was revealed. Because I think it was revealed in March of last year, and then it was a playable demo was being showcased at E3 like a few months later. That demo at E3 had bigger maps than the final game.
Oh, so we've got Sonic 06 syndrome where
Yes.
the beta was better than the final game. Oh.
Terminator 2.
Alright,
Well,
now it's time to cheat the level.
I tried playing nice.
You're walking on nothing.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Walking on Galaxy. But yeah, I've seen a demo of SimCity 5, and it had bigger maps than the final game. I'm wondering if the bigger maps are being saved for like a large-scale expansion that they want to sell for a bunch more money.
Probably. It's EA after all.
It is. So, how about that Plants vs. Zombies 2? And this has been the EA episode.
The only thing that game has going for it is its name, Garden Warfare.
That's the Garden Warfare is actually the shooter game. Plants vs. Zombies 2 is called It's About Time.
It's about time.
Because it's time travel.
Oh, I see. Okay. No.
So, it's about time!
That's horrible.